Since 1937, the Saskatchewan Trucking Association has been the leading voice of truck transportation in Saskatchewan.
This past year, 15 new members have joined our community, 11 carriers and 4 affiliates, with 14 of those companies proudly based right here in Saskatchewan. Today, our membership stands strong at 171 companies, including 115 carriers and 56 affiliates. Together, we're driving Saskatchewan's economy forward. 1 mile, 1 member, 1 success story at a time.
The STA is a nonprofit organization focused on 6 key objectives. Build upon a culture of safety, professionalism, and accountability. Promote open collaboration with members to align on transportation policies and regulations in Saskatchewan and nationwide. Strengthen relationships with all levels of government to ensure trucking business needs are recognized. Offer continuous training and development to enhance industry and member skills. Expand We Are Trucking with new channels and resources to educate the public on trucking's vital role. Ensure the sustained growth of the Saskatchewan Trucking Association.
The Saskatchewan Trucking Association continues to represent and advocate for our members across every level of government and industry. Over the past year, we've held 88 meetings with government and key stakeholders, ensuring Saskatchewan's trucking voice is heard where it matters most. Our team traveled on behalf of members, attending 3 Canadian Trucking Alliance meetings in Toronto, as well as the THRC event, the AMTA and MTA annual conferences, and the CCMTA conference. We also participate in monthly meetings with the Canadian Trucking Alliance and monthly meetings with Western provincial associations, strengthening collaboration across the region. And as chair of the Saskatchewan Business Council, we continue to contribute to a unified voice for Saskatchewan's business community through regular monthly participation. Together, these connections ensure that the issues facing our industry remain a top priority across Canada. Advocacy is at the heart of what we do at the Saskatchewan Trucking Association, and this year, we made significant progress across multiple fronts. We successfully expanded the wide-based single-tire pilot, increasing allowable weights on secondary highways, improving fuel efficiency, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Through strong partnerships with the Ministry of Immigration and the RCMP, we advanced immigration integrity and SINP reform, helping to protect foreign workers under the new Immigration Services Act. STA continues to collaborate with WCB and federal partners on driver ink enforcement, ensuring fair classification of drivers and protecting worker rights. In partnership with SGI, we collaborate to enhance oversight of chameleon carriers and improve national safety code training for new and conditional carriers. Following STA advocacy, Saskatchewan updated its LCV permit conditions, now allowing the towing of unladen converter dollies, streamlining operations and reducing enforcement risks. We also called on the province to remove financial barriers to Class 1A training, advocating for funding solutions to attract and develop the next generation of professional drivers. On the fuel front, STA continues to push for regulatory clarity around marked diesel use for temperature-controlled trailers, promoting fairness with other off-road industries. Together with our Western partners, we advocated for stronger infrastructure investment to support interprovincial trade and reduce bottlenecks. And through our Drive Her Future campaign, we're leading efforts to attract more women to the industry and promote diversity within Saskatchewan's trucking workforce. To amplify these efforts, we issued 6 news releases throughout the year, ensuring Saskatchewan's trucking priorities stayed visible and top of mind for policymakers, media, and the public. Each initiative moves us closer to a stronger, safer, and more sustainable future for trucking in Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Rob Raiders, Chair of the Saskatchewan Trucking Association's Board of Directors. As we're gathered here for our 2025 Annual General Meeting, I just want to take a moment to reflect on our shared goals and the important work we have ahead. This year, we're guided by a clear and a focused strategic plan centered around advocacy, education, and long-term sustainability of our industry. Our priorities for 24-25 reflect the most pressing challenges facing Saskatchewan's trucking sector. At the very top of that list is the combined challenge of both Driver Inc. and immigration reform, the most critical issues we face today. Stopping illegal employment models like Driver Inc. is essential to fair competition and protecting our workers. At the same time, we're pushing for responsible immigration policies that bring in the workforce we need, yet upholding the high standards for safety, compliance, and ethical recruitment. Saskatchewan's new Immigration Services Act is certainly a step in the right direction, but there's so much more that needs to be done at our national level. We're also advancing efforts to improve carrier oversight, and that means more education, accountability for our new and conditional carriers, stronger enforcement of safety standards, and the support for electronic logging devices, or ELDs, right across the board. And finally, workforce development. The STA is committed to training the next generation of drivers and industry leaders. From promoting increased training standards to removing financial barriers for entry-level training, our focus remains on building a safe, skilled, and sustainable workforce for Saskatchewan. As we move forward, I want to thank our members, our partners, and our STA team. Your support makes progress possible. Together, we're building a stronger future for Saskatchewan's trucking industry and for our province's economy. Thank you.
The Saskatchewan Trucking Association is a nonprofit organization and we're member-based. It's all volunteers. Our board of directors has 21 individuals on it that all volunteer their time to ensure that the trucking industry is adequately represented within our province and across the country. We have a small team here at the Trucking Association. There are 5 of us, and we do the work of probably 100 sometimes. Through advocacy, job fairs, social media, events, we make sure that the industry is represented at everything that we can possibly attend. And that was certainly a test of our time this past spring when we, at times, were all traveling, representing the trucking industry. At the Saskatchewan Trucking Association, obviously advocacy is our key priority, but we also have a huge and robust training department. We deliver courses virtually online, instructor-led, as well as through our learning management software program. I encourage all trucking companies to take advantage of the professional development programs that we offer, especially our core program or certificate of recognition for the trucking industry, as well as professional designations like Certified Transportation Safety Professional. Those types of programs, you can either take them instructor-led or self-paced online. So we do a lot of training. We are the only instructor for LCV in the province of Saskatchewan through our MOU with the Ministry of Highways. So we ensure that the qualifications and standards of that program are always upheld to their highest level. We also offer various types of books. So if you're in need of transportation of dangerous goods books, we also act as we call sometimes your back corner office. So if you are looking for direction on where to find a specific piece of regulation or a policy that's come into force, whether it's provincially or federally, we probably have the tools and the information to be able to support you. You just need to contact one of the team and we'll help you through navigating some of those pieces of legislation. So at the Saskatchewan Trucking Association, we're all about collaboration. We are part of the Canadian Trucking Alliance and work monthly with that organization through various meetings and committees to ensure that our federally regulated carriers are represented at the national level. We also have a number of other partnerships with the YWCA in Saskatoon and the ICT Ministry in Saskatchewan through our Women Shifting Gears program, which is very near and dear to our hearts as we founded this program in 2020 and it just continues to grow. Increasing diversity within the trucking industry and getting more women into the industry as they are very underrepresented in that sector. We also have good relationships with our current ministries that we work with. from our Ministry of Highways to SGI to Workers' Compensation Board. We work collaboratively with those organizations at all times to further the interests of the trucking industry. As we mark on our 88th year for the Saskatchewan Trucking Association, it is evident that this industry is mighty and represents a diverse workforce within the province of Saskatchewan. The critical role of trucking to Saskatchewan's economy is vital, and it is our job to ensure that our stakeholders understand the benefits of the industry and the contribution it makes to the economy. The industry sometimes does not talk enough about itself, and there are proud people that work in trucking, and we are happy and very proud to represent those members. With a membership footprint of 5,000 trucks, 12,000 trailers, and 4,000 drivers, the STA has a significant footprint within Saskatchewan, and we continue to grow and foster those relationships with our government partners.
The Saskatchewan Trucking Association continues to drive progress through innovation, safety, and modern learning, building a stronger, more skilled industry for the future. The Certificate of Recognition training is designed to help an employer understand and commit to health and safety programs, while also allowing a designated full-time employee to become the company's internal auditor. Virtual reality is reshaping training, and the STA is at the forefront, using VR to give drivers immersive, hands-on experiences. Pilot programs at trade shows and job fairs help attract talent and train the next generation of safe, skilled drivers. Training in trucking is evolving. With a modern LMS, the STA offers flexible, self-paced online courses, letting learners build skills in safety, leadership, and inclusion anytime, anywhere, supporting professional growth across the industry. Events. The STA participated in and hosted several key events this year. We kicked off with the Innovation in Nation event, attended multiple Saskatchewan highway announcements, and joined member celebrations like Inland Equipment's 75th anniversary and the opening of TRAC's newest facility in Regina. We also attended trade shows, including the Saskatchewan Association of Rural Municipalities and the SK Oil and Gas Show. As always, we hosted our 3 driver appreciation BBQs, the Golf Classic, and our government relations reception.
This year, the Saskatchewan Trucking Association hit the road to celebrate the people who keep our province moving. Through our driver appreciation barbecues in Regina, Langham, and Swift Current, we handed out nearly 250 lunches at each event. A small thank you to the big hearts behind the wheel. We also continued important conversations through our STA podcast, now with 33 episodes featuring voices from across the industry, from leaders like Carla Beck and Minister David Merritt, to advocates discussing human trafficking awareness, ESG, and even the spouses of professional drivers. Together, we're shining a light on the people, issues, and stories that shape Saskatchewan's trucking industry. From June 30th, 2024 to today, the Saskatchewan Trucking Association's online presence has been rolling strong. With 926 posts, we've reached more than 200,000 people and generated over 140,000 post impressions. Our community continues to engage at an incredible 4.83% average rate, proving that Saskatchewan's trucking stories are connecting, inspiring, and driving conversations forward.